Hello, I'm April. Sorry for the head towel. I'm getting ready for bed. But I wanted to jump on and I want to talk about this little guy. This is a thistle. For those of you who do not know what a thistle is for, most of your farmers who collect maple syrup use this in maple trees. But that's even when you order it, the thistle, it only talks about hickory. Literally, it only talks about the hickory, how to tap it, when to tap it, how deep to make it. But there is so much more to this little device. Everyone, and I do mean every household, should have one of these because it's essential for water. This gentleman, Tom Brown's Field Guide, talks about it on chapter, unless it was chapter 4, or maybe it was chapter 3, page 54. It tells you what you can drink water from plants. That plants can also provide water, and without the pollutants the natural catches can harbor. Because waters catch anything that runs off into it. Oil, gas, any kind of toxins that are in the area of the water source. So you got to think of that. So some things you can't drink. And, bacteria. And it tells you, however, since most vegetation doesn't have enough water to serve as a complete survival source, plants are best used to stay the pains of thirst or to get quick relief, emergency water. Furthermore, it takes a long time to collect liquid from all but a few plants. Many such sources are good only during certain seasons of the year. And you have to be careful never to utilize vegetation from a sprayed area or roadside, meaning poisonous the sprays that farmers spray to protect their harvest. Okay, it tells you the hardwoods that you can tap with this to collect water, which is walnut, maple, birch, and hickory trees, can all serve as a water source. To get the fluid, you simply tap the tree into the trunk, you tap this into the tree, boring a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch hole into the trunk with a knife or a sharp rock. Inserting a hollow reed, you could use this, and collecting the thin sap in a bark or a log cup. Alternatively, you can cut through the bark with a diagonal slashes. Make sure that you cut into the sap wood or that lies just underneath the bark, and that you don't kill the tree by cutting all the way around it. Just tap the one specific area. You can also do a sycamore tree. The sycamore can be tapped in the same manner as the hardwood mentioned above. The water from this tree, however, can be harvested any time of year except the dead of winter. And since it doesn't contain such much sugar, it can be consumed in quantity or stored for a few days. Also, grapevines, you won't need it for this, but grapevines you can thistle plant, cactus, and collecting dew. This little guy will save your life. It doesn't matter where you go. And the good thing about the tree is you don't really have to worry about bacteria because the water is going to be pure, because it's literally like the veins of the tree that you're collecting, and it filters out all the yucky stuff that could be in the water. So please get you these and put them somewhere where you'll remember. I have a bag packed for any moment. I was keeping a bag in my car. I still need to get back to that because you never know when you'll need it and what will happen. I mean, we don't know the end of days or, that moment where everything's just going to shut down. So when you buy this, I want to say it was $25. You get 4 of them. I got mine from Amazon. I don't remember. I just have them. So make sure you get, they call it a Spile's kit. Spile's kit. I can't say it correctly, so bear with me. But I'm just trying to get the knowledge out there. You need to understand the importance of collecting water. And the further you get away from the city, the better you're going to be regardless. The water sources in the city aren't good. They're all polluted. So go into nature. Find a good cave or a mountain, because that's going to have good water source. Check it. Look at it. They also say get the chlorine tablets. They also help clean it. But the diatomaceous earth, that is a good source of cleaning water. You literally put the water, collect it in whatever you can find to collect it in, put a little bit of diatomaceous earth, stir it around, and when it goes to the bottom, the water is on top is good to is drinkable. Again, you're still going to have loose bowels because your body's going to get used to the environment that you have not been into. Understand that. You are going to have loose bowels. You're going to get an upset belly regardless, but you need a good water source regardless. So get ready. Just letting you know. It doesn't matter where you go. You're going to be, you have to adjust to your environment. If you've ever been overseas, for the first 2 weeks, your belly's upset because your gut isn't used to the herbs, the bugs there, and it's just how it is. I go there, every few years. I go to Morocco, and my belly is always a mess. The first 2 weeks, it always is a mess. Even with the diatomaceous earth, my gut is upset. Adjusting, because it's literally adjusting to the new environment. So that's going to happen to us if we are forced to go in an environment we're not used to. So just keep that aware, but keep building your knowledge. I cannot, please get this book. I don't benefit from anything of it. I do not get a kickback. I just think he's knowledgeable and his wisdom is worth sharing. I've been researching since 2013. I know what I want to know. Like I said, you want to know where the bees are, the water, and fresh plants, good plant sources. And that book teaches you and what you can eat, what you cannot eat. I highly recommend this book. And when you know, you do better. Don't live in a fear-based mindset. A fear-based mindset isn't going to get you anywhere. You educate yourself. You do what needs to be done and take action. Take action. Educate, take action. Educate, take action. Pack a bag. Pack a bag of survival skills books. They already have some that you can even buy. If you don't know what you need or want, there's a great guy out there, survival hacks or hacker. I don't remember hiker. It might be hiker. I don't know, but he puts these backpacks together that has flint to help with fires. He waterproofed matches. I can't remember. It's expensive, $3.50 for the whole bag. But he's put everything together for you. All you have to do. He's even put rations, that's what they're called. When you go in the military, he's an ex-military guy. He's put rations together that you can eat. But there's plenty of food in our environment. You just got to know where it is. Get the book. It teaches you. Get the Lost Ways. Not that. Get this book. The Lost Book of Herbal Remedies. It's a great book. It's going to teach you the tinctures, the herbs to use to make tinctures, oils, and tonics, and ointments. Because people get hurt all the time. We are not graceful people. I'm sorry. I know I'm not. I get hurt all the darn time. I fall. I trip. You just hurt yourself. Once you get accustomed to a new environment, it's different. But once you don't know an environment, you trip over things. It's just natural. We may not have shoes. I don't know what our future is going to hold. So you just got to prepare. Research, prepare, and make sure you have a bag. Learn how to make shelter, because that is really essential. Again, there is a woman out there who teaches you to grab a log that's already been down, you soak it in the water, that wood for an hour, you pull it out after an hour, you remove the bark, and that wood actually just comes apart. Literally comes apart. And you can use that to trap, build, start your fire, track with, I don't know. There's many resources out there on YouTube that you can look for. Look for these people. There's survival skills out there that are teaching you and helping us be able to survive on our own. So we do not need anybody to survive. We just need to trust our inner knowing and do what needs to be taken. Take action for yourself. You don't need somebody to hold your hand. You don't need me. You don't need me to tell you what you need to do. You just take action. Do the research. Do the work. Stop being lazy. Stop expecting the government to come out and just help you. They're not going to help you. They're not going to educate you on the things that need to be done. They'll collect you and take you to a FEMA camp and tell you that they're helping you, but they're not really helping you. They're controlling you. And there are plenty of FEMA camps out there. I'm not going to get into that. You want to know that, you do your own research. But I'm telling you, educate yourself so you can take care of yourself. Don't rely on nobody. Do what you need to do for you. I love you. Have a good night. And I hope God speaks to you through this. I love you. Mwah.